Everyone. So today's plan is to draw something like autumn-ish, and I thought I could go with some purple. So those are the purple that I own at the moment. And I was thinking, like, outside it's getting very cold, and autumn is approaching, at least where I live. So something like those two colors, I think it could have been a nice fit to have like today's tree. And by the way, this is the series in which basically I use one of the color that I own just to sketch monochrome. So this is, for example, was sap green, and then Viridian, and then I had this amazing from Horadam. It's called Pine Grey. I hope the pronounce is right. And then I have this one. And today I was like, yeah, winter is coming, but autumn is there, so why don't we go with this, something like this? So I think I'll go with this one because it's also warm and cozy, and I like this one. So let's see what this is. This is Galaxy Rose from Horadam, and it's of pan. It's a semi-transparent one with a little bit of granulation. And yeah, that's it. So this is the color. This is the half pan. It comes with this. And the thing is that Horadam make this collection in which they have this nice super granulation edition. And it's very nice. Like, it has very cool colors, and this one was one of those. Now, the issue with super granulation, first of all, what is granulation? So, granulation is when the pigment get, if you have a paper that is very, with a lot of texture, the color, instead of being just flat, is going to be like with a nice texture, a little bit deeper or a little bit lighter. And this is very good. Now, what is the issue today? Is that my sketching paper here, this is so smooth. Like, it has no texture at all. Okay, it's super smooth. So, this is actually a nice challenge because I like the granulation idea, but I don't have any texture here. So make it like the granulation appear will be tough. So instead of releasing on the paper, I should rely on technique. So there are many things that you can do. You can drop like water to make the texture, or, well, I don't know. Let's figure it out. But yeah, this is the plan for today. And I am thinking that those are the color. This color is like, reminds me of like maple, like the Japanese maple tree. So I will definitely go with that. Okay, let's put this here as reference, and then maybe I can also put this here again as reference. So let's start with sketch something here. So I'm thinking like a very, very small, teeny tiny tree. It goes up like this, and then like this, and then it goes like random, and then maybe, yeah, I think this is actually it. So to start, I will use this brush that is very long, and kind of flexible. I mean, I like this one, but it's super cheap, coming from a store that were selling stuff for decorating Warhammer things. So yeah, very cheap but effective. So I'm thinking I will start very light. It's too big. No, this is the number 9. So I actually could take something completely different. Okay. Giotto fila number 2, series 600 Taclon. Now, why is that? Because the nib itself is flat. So I'm thinking that for this strike it could be better. Let's see. Testing with you guys. No, definitely too big still. Okay, maybe this one. This is a very small brush. Let's see. What I'm doing here is just to build some branches. They don't need to be nice and beautiful, just a reference of what to do. But yeah, it's getting very cold. It's getting dark. And I was like, yeah, I need something autumn-ish. But it's pretty tough to make line with the brushes that I have. Maybe I need to buy a smaller one. Or just improve my technique. So I'm fine with this. Now I want to build the leaves. And I have this very nice Borciani Bonazzi brush that I really like. Like the handle itself is so smooth. And it also have like this thing that is flat. So when you are rolling, it's just stop at some point, and that's super nice. The feeling is amazing. Like if you need to go for a brush and you want a nice brush, 802 Sintetico, made in Italy. This is so cool. But yeah, let's go back to our nice tree. So for the leaves, I need them to be very dark, so a lot of pigments in here. And they spread kind of flat, like this. You know? Don't know why, but they remind me about ants for some reason, like the insect, you know. I'm pretty new here, okay? So it's just figures things out while they're happening. And I love this color. Look, this is so cool. Such a cool color. So warm. Feels like super cozy. You know? It's like very, very cozy. I feel like this tree is a little bit dead. Not nice. And if you are a fellow artist, I highly recommend you to go with Horadam Aquarelle watercolor. They are so nice. Like, look at this shade. Come on, it's such a cool shade. And just pissed that I have the wrong paper for this kind of granulated color. It's such a good color. And watercolor is such a good experience. Like, you don't have to think about anything while you're painting, and your mind can just go with the flow. And maybe you have an idea and you're like, okay, I want my paint to be like this, this, and that. And then it's watercolor. So watercolor is gonna tell you, ha ha ha, seriously? You want to do that? You fool. No way. So yeah, it's a very anarchic color. Not color, sorry. Like medium. You have a plan, you organize stuff, and then the watercolor itself is going to tell you, haha, nope, let's go this other direction, or let's do this other way, you know? But as a person, it might become very therapeutic, because you're like, I don't have any control over what's going on, or at least a very limited control on what's going on. So you are forced to go with the flow and to go with the color. And that's pretty cool, especially if you do a very stressful job and you just want to relax and don't think about that much. And that's, by the way, how I ended up playing around with watercolor in the first place. Now that I have this nice blob in here, I want to drop some water, because this is usually on watercolor paper. This is going to create this effect here. But this is not watercolor paper. I don't know what's going on with, like, what's going to happen with this. This is Sakura sketchbook. Is not meant to be for watercolor, so that's on me. But I really love the shape of this one, because it's so small that you can carry it around. If you want to go live with a vertical format, you can, because it's gonna fit into the camera. And in general, it's just easy to manage. But on the other hand, you are going to struggle with brush that have very tiny nibs like this one, and I really need something smaller, but I actually only have bigger one. So yeah, that's not ideal, I know, but still. I want to try something actually. I have this nice brush here from Winsor & Newton, and it's 0, so it's this kind of the smaller point that there is. And I'm thinking that since this is the color that I'm going to use, this nib actually could work for what I have in mind. Maybe, because I want to do some long line, but I'm having bad results. like comparing what do I have in mind, okay, then of course the results are what they are, but yeah, this one is so good. Okay, like this one. I should have somebody in this frame, like some sort of creature or animal or whatever, but it's so small. That I'm not sure there will be space to place some sort of creature in there, you know? This brush is super good. I should have started with this one from the beginning. It's perfect for this kind of work. But I started this live thing because I wanted to learn more about watercolor, practice more, and I thought instead of doing by myself, I could just go live so that first of all it stays there, and then maybe there are other people joining in. I think there is something missing here. This teeny tiny thing is so small. What is going on there? It's hard something. Little bumps. The more I play around with watercolor, the more I realize that having the right paper and the right nib, it's everything, basically. So, or you're super skilled because you have draw with everything you could possibly draw with, or it's just tough, you know. Yeah, I feel like this sketch is basically almost done. The only thing that is missing is somebody. There is a lot of space in here, so I could place somebody in there. What if instead of somebody, a little small tree like this one? Or there is space in here, so I could also place somebody in here, but here there is more space. I think a teeny tiny tree could be cute. Like a little fellow that is trying so hard. Yes, I like this one. But now this nib is too big. Let's go with this one. Same as before. We say same as before. cute. A teeny tiny fellow. Damn it. Okay, I think I can call it a day and just finish here. But yeah, thanks for coming here and thanks for joining. If you want to drop a comment, just